Hey there, I am Erika Mosse. I am the Director of Content for Pro Remodeler. And with me today are some folks from Informa. Informa is the largest trade show company in the entire world. And they have their fingers in many different pies, but one area where they're very well known for their presence is in the construction industry. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So Lauren, why don't you tell me a little bit about what's happening with Informa in terms of live events?
We are so excited that we were able to return to live and face to face this year. We've already traded the World of Concrete and the International Service Event, or TICE, within Las Vegas, and those are just two of the 10 events that Informa Markets will hold in Vegas this year. So both very successful shows. The energy on the floor is something that's hard to replicate, and it really has just confirmed everything that we've known, is that there's a pent-up demand for people to meet face to face. And we're super excited to be able to extend that to roofing as well this year.
So for those of you who have not attended the Roofing Expo, I went in 2020, early pre-COVID, in Dallas for the first time, and I was just blown away. It's really well attended, but there's something more than that. The show has like an energy. It has like a buzz on that show floor that is just palpable. And there's a lot of product demonstrations, which I really liked. And there's also just, it's packed. And it's a lot of people who actually are working in the field, actually handling the products themselves, as well as a lot of people doing the buying. So there's this sense of a lot of diversity of job type within the industry. It's just a great show. I highly recommend it. So along those lines, on the digital side, Rick, what is new digitally for the show? What are you doing? I mean, now I'm guessing COVID really changed how people interact with live.
I think the biggest thing that we saw was we had to reset last year when a lot of our shows were canceled after the first quarter of last year. Like many other event producers, we shifted it to virtual events. And what we really found out was that they brought us something else that we didn't have before. They brought us new attendance. They brought us different ways to distribute content that we're going to continue with in the years ahead.
So what do you have planned for 2021?
First of all, we have a new windows and sidings pavilion, which we're very happy about. So we're expanding into that market, at the roofing show. We still have a lot of on show floor education. There'll be free sessions that are available on the show floor, along with different education sessions. We have exhibitor product clinics. So those are available, and they're sponsored by IKO and Suprema. So we're super happy about that. We have specialty pavilions on the show floor with specialty products in the windows and sidings pavilion. We have a business and technology pavilion, and also like a metal marketplace. So those are also new on the show floor, along with a product showcase.
Was it in response to the growth in that part of the industry that you're launching this, or what was kind of the reasons behind why now?
Want me to take that?
Yeah, please, Rick, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that there's a very close overlap, between the exterior segments, especially on the residential portion of the market. My background is obviously much more residentially focused than commercially focused. And while we know that there's a lot of distinct firms that are involved in only roofing, there are about 50% of the firms that are in the roofing market that also are involved in siding or windows. And then on the siding and window firms, we know that there's probably 60 to 70% of those folks that also dabble a little bit in roofing. So we've always known been this overlap. And as people look to expand their businesses, because these businesses are much more set up as sort of almost like production remodeling firms, where they're focused on single line product installation, their businesses revolve probably more around sales and marketing expertise. There's a lot of an opportunity to say a roofing company can extend their business into windows and siding, and vice versa. So we think that by adding this element to the show, it offers our current core audience members an opportunity to learn about other things that they might move into. And it also offers us the opportunity to bring a whole other set of people that might not have attended to this show in the past to the show going forward. So we're excited about it.
In listening to what you're saying, it also strikes me that COVID, another silver lining was the boom that happened in the exterior market. as a result of COVID. I mean, oh my gosh, you talk to the home improvement professionals and they were just literally unable to fill all, they were just taking orders. They weren't even having to sell anything during the most of 2020 or much of 2020. And so it seems like now would be a good time to launch something like this because the market is growing so quickly and there's so much interest in those product categories.
Yeah, 100% agree. I know, again, on the residential side, exterior remodeling represents about half the market in total. And the single biggest segment of that is roofing. But the next largest segment is windows and siding. So I think that bringing these together under one show should really be a boon for the industry. We're hoping to bring a lot of the community together at one place and one time with the IRE show going forward into the future.
We are having a welcome party. We're super happy about that too. And again, usually we have something inside. This year, to take advantage of our, the lovely August weather in Las Vegas, we'll be having our welcome party outside at it's called the Daylight Beach Club. So it's not per se a beach party or a pool party, but it will be happening around the pool. But feel free to jump in if you choose to do so. But it's going to be a fun party, and it's going to be sponsored by ABC Supply.
Oh, nice. I bet it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, it is going to be a lot of fun.
Well, I wanted to thank all of you for taking the time to talk to me today. I think the show is really exciting. I think everything Informa is doing is exciting. And I think that it's interesting to watch how they are moving forward, because in many ways, as such a large company, they are sort of setting the tone and the pace for the rest of the industry. And so I'm really happy that you're all going back live and in person again. And I'm also happy for the new digital expansions as well. I think it's going to serve the whole industry.
Thanks, Erika.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely.